So in this video, we're going to go through nominal lookups. Nominal lookups is your default ruling that you will put in place to define which nominal code should be assigned against an invoice record when it's being generated from either a permanent placement, a timesheet from a contract placement, or a charge. Although there is the option against the charge to specify other nominal codes, but we'll come to that. But essentially, it's the default ruling you put in place so that when you're generating invoices off the back of timesheets and placements and charges, that it understands and knows what nominal codes to assign to it. The nominal code lookups area here is accessed through user group permissions, so you can define which users have access to this area. And if we could quickly go to a placement, what we're referring to is this section here within a placement of the basic tab. You've got a place by user, you've got an owned company, and you've got a department code here. So on the basis of these values, what we're going to then do is put in place rules which stipulate which nominal code should be assigned against the invoice record that will be generated off the back of this placement. So if we go back into admin and we go to nominal lookups, so what you can see is there's already some existing rules that are in place. So on the basis of the department of perm, you've got a nominal code of 4002 perm sales and a department code of permanent, and a rolling contract. Again, you've got a different nominal code assigned there, and then a department code assigned there as well. So if we go to new nominal lookup, we say that lookup code is going to be department contract, but you can see from here you could specify a department, but you could also specify a specific user, or you could specify an owning company. But we're going to specify a department, say contract. We're going to say that the lookup type is nominal code, and we're going to define the nominal code of contract sales and hit save there. So when a timesheet is being processed that's against a placement that has a department code of or department of contract, it's going to assign the nominal of 4001. What we'll do now is assign a department code. So again using the same example of contract, we'll select department code this time, and I mean, this is an alphanumeric field, so you could type in numbers, letters, whatever essentially code you're referring to. And obviously this is the Sage department code. Other accounting solutions will have different terminology for it, but within Sage it's referred to as the department code. It's not to be confused with the department field that's on the placement record. This is the specific Sage department code that you're referencing here. And if we put in that department code there and hit save, you can see now that there's now this ruling in place to assign this nominal and this department code on the basis of this department being associated with the placement. Now, if we go back to the placement, you'll note from a previous video against charges that it is actually possible to set the a nominal code for purchase ledger and sales ledger against the charge. So this is obviously for scenarios where you would want to hold your expenses in separate nominals within your accountancy solution. And in that instance, these nominal codes that are assigned within this area will override the default nominal lookups that you set within this area. So this is an option basically just for charges to be able to override the kind of default ruling that you're putting in place. When I come to it, when we actually get to the point of generating a invoice record, there is actually also an opportunity at that point to specify the nominal code, and that is just a blanket safety net in the instance where you haven't set up any of these nominal lookup rules, and instead you are looking to assign the nominal code at that point. But obviously, as part of the implementation of back office, our recommendation would be that you would set up nominal lookups so that you have that default behavior set up and in place, ready for processing invoices. But that covers nominal lookups within Colleague 7.